friends, sometimes it can be really hard to come up with things to write about. And so today I'm going to go ahead and share with you a way that you can make a list of things to write about. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to first thing you're going to do is get your pencil out of your pouch, right? I'm going to go ahead and turn to the very last page, and I'm going to write something at the top, and it's going to say idealist. And on this area, I'm just going to write down anything that I can think of that might be a good idea that I could write about. So I'm going to start by thinking of 10 things, the 10 best things that have happened to me. I want you to get out your writer's notebook right now, because even if you haven't decorated it yet, even if you haven't gotten the sticker packet and all that stuff, you still should have your composition book. And I want you to find a page in there and write the words idealist. Okay, so do that right now. And now, go ahead and pause the video and write idealist. So underneath idealist, now that you're back, you should have this written down here. I'm going to go ahead and write the 10 best things. And now I'm going to number 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go all the way up to 10. Do you know why we put a little dot after each number? It's because sometimes people think that that number is part of the sentence. And so if we put a little dot after it, it makes sure that we don't make that mistake. So my idea list, the first thing I'm going to write about are the 10 best things. So go ahead and write 10 best things and pause the video after you write that. All right, friends, so I have my list started. So right now I have getting Freddie Sparkles. That's my dog. Becoming a mom. Disneyland. My family loves to go to Disneyland. Hiking up to Heather Lake. So those are the first 4 things on my list. Those are things that have happened with me or happened to me or a thing that I do. So this is this part of how to write a story. We are thinking of ideas. Your job right now is to pause this video and write your list of your 10 things. When you unpause, you're going to come back and my list will be done and we'll do a little bit more work with this list. All right, guys, I am back with my idea list, and these are the 10 best things that I can think of that have happened to me or that I've done or that I do. So you read the first 4, getting Freddie Sparkles, she's my little doggie. Becoming a mom, I have 2 kids. One of them is Guinevere, she's 16, and one of them is Jude, and he is 12. Disneyland, my family goes to Disneyland all the time, we love it. Hiking up to Heather Lake, and really just hiking anywhere. Teaching dance, and this means hip hop kids, HHK. Running a half marathon, learning to swim at my grandpa's, the Hiawatha Trail bike ride, video games with my family, and quarantine summer. Quarantine summer might sound like a strange one to have as one of the best things, but I found that staying at home allowed me to do all kinds of creative work. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna put a star by the ideas that I have that I might wanna write more about. All of these are really great things, but some of them are really big or too big for me to write just in one simple story. So, learning to swim at my grandpa's, I have a lot more to say about that. That would be an interesting story for me to write, and I like the idea of me writing about it. Getting Freddie Sparkles, my dog, that could be a good one. Becoming a mom, boy, there are 2 kids, and that's a big subject for me to write about. Disneyland, that might be a good nonfiction story for me to write about why I like Disneyland. Hiking up to Heather Lake, excuse me. Running a half marathon. I used to run half marathons all the time, and then now my knees hurt when I do that, so I don't do that anymore. The Hiawatha Trail bike ride, that was a really good one. That's a bike ride that you start at the top of a mountain and you go all the way down to the bottom of the mountain and you ride a bike the whole way. And then they pick you up on a bus and they take you back up the mountain. It's a really cool one. And you go start in Idaho and you end in Montana. Video games with my family, I think that could be kind of boring to read. Quarantine summer, so I think I'm gonna write, I think that my Getting Freddy Sparkles, teaching dance, learning to swim at my grandpa's, and the Hiawatha Trail bike ride. I think that those are the ones that I will return to first because I feel like I have a lot to say about those. So I want you, now that you have your 10 best things that you have done or that have happened to you, and I want you to star at least 3 of those. So when you get stuck, you will always have a list to come back to. That's it for today. When you're finished, I want you to take a picture of your list and post it to Seesaw.